Third point, then Shaykh Fawzan brings a heading again, as-sabru ala al-adha fihi, having patience, having sabr upon harm which is encountered whilst carrying this out. And the saying of Shaykh al-Islam in the text, الرابعة الصبر على الأذى فيه. The fourth of these matters, the fourth is having patience upon any harm encountered whilst carrying it out. And carrying out what preceded. The knowledge, action upon it, calling to it, and calling to it. So the fourth is having patience upon any harm encountered whilst carrying it out. Shaykh al-Fawzan said in explanation, his saying as-sabru ala al-adha fihi, his saying patience, having patience upon any harm encountered whilst carrying it out. Shaykh al-Fawzan said, it is known that whoever calls the people and commands the good and forbids the evil, then he will be exposed to harm from the evildoers. Because many of the people do not want good. Rather, they want desires and forbidden things and false whims. So when someone comes who calls them to Allah and who deters them away from their desires, then there will certainly be a reaction from them, from these people who do not want what he calls to. There will certainly be a reaction from them in speech and action. Or the Shaykh said, either in speech or in action. They'll either rebut you with their speech or with their actions. So what is obligatory upon whoever calls to Allah and desires the face of Allah is that he should have sabr, he should have patience upon the harm, and he should persist in calling to Allah. And his example in that regard will be the messengers, alayhimus salatu wassalam, and the best of them, and their seal, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. What did he encounter from the people? How much harm he suffered in sayings and actions. They said he was a sahir, a sorcerer, and a kadhab, a liar. And they said he was majnoon, they said he was a madman. They said those sayings about him which Allah has mentioned, which Allah, the Mighty Majestic, has mentioned in the Quran. And they harmed him with physical harm. They threw stones at him until his heels ran with blood, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he called them to Allah, the Mighty and Majestic. And they threw the afterbirth of camels on his back whilst he was making prostration by the Kaaba. And they threatened to kill him, and they tried to intimidate him. And in the battle of Uhud, there occurred to him that, and to his companions, that which occurred, alayhi salatu wassalam. They broke his lateral incisor tooth and they wounded his head, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he fell into a ditch. And he was the Prophet of Allah. All of this was harm in calling to Allah, the Mighty and Majestic. However, he had patience, he had sabr, and he bore it. He did tahammul, he bore it. And he was the most excellent one of the creation, alayhi salatu wassalam. So therefore, whoever carries out this call must certainly face harm in accordance with the level of his iman and his call. However, it is upon him to have sabr, to have patience, as long as he is upon the truth. Then he should have patience and bear it, for he is in Allah's cause, and whatever harm befalls him, then it will be reward from Allah, the Perfect and Most High, upon the scale of his good deeds.